Welcome to Twow 20A. To anybody who doesn't know what 10 words of wisdom is, just go die. Just go watch Twow 0A.
Damn! Look at my
Hold up.
forehead!
Link in the description. I can't explain it every time. If you want to skip advertisements and confessionals, as always, go to 634. Obviously. Now we're done with confessionals. So if you're all caught up on Twow, are you bitter between Twow episodes? That means you're Twow bitter. Bitter? That's right, I've got a Twow bitter. Go follow me at the link in the description. Is that what Twitterers say? I think it is. Speaking of Twitter accounts, former Twowers Hazel and Talk both have Twitter accounts that you should go also follow. Warning, Talk's Twitter exposes people a lot, so it might contain non-kid friendly language. Also, do you know about that place where you can chat with other people live about 10 Words of Wisdom, Battle for Dream Island, and Battle for Dream Island? Well, if you go there, you can also find a link to help count IDFB votes. You might have to ask around a bit to find the actual vote counter though. Back to Twow. Here's a list of our final 7 Twowers. Since it's Thursday, we should be celebrating the Mighty Midge today. Yeah!
Fuck you, my nigga!
And yes, I know, it would make so much more sense if Funni, Twister, Meester had Sunday, and Moon Midnight Light had Monday. But hey, I didn't determine how the Twowers would rank, they did. So here are some things I forgot to mention last time. Tash was the first Twower to be eliminated with a score above 50%, beating Green Tree's 49.89% as the highest percentile to be eliminated at. Being eliminated while above average might seem like an impossible occurrence, but everybody's double or triple response prizes make that not so unlikely actually. And then also, 6 out of 9 extra responses placed below the elimination threshold in Twow 19, which is unusually high. Next, I gotta mention that Spicy3 has this playlist of all the music used in the background of Twow videos. Go check it out. Also, remember how I wondered how many words I said in Twow 19B? Well, in an act of pure Twow termination, Ollie transcribed all of Twow 19B to get the total word count. It's 2,180, more than twice of my prediction of 1,000. I wonder how this episode compares to that. Just kidding, you don't have to tally this one too. Last episode's prompt was probably the most advertiser-esque prompt so far. What rank should voters give your entry? Over the course of 4 days, I received 15 shameless entries, which were carefully crafted by 7 final Twowers. But before we get to those entries, we gotta listen to each Twower's confessional. Poe still will lay way low though, as lads wheeze he's done confess less. That means no confessional. Mr. Twister wanted me to add these Halloween glasses to his book, but sadly, due to delays, Halloween has passed. And I ain't acting as your fill bucket tool. You know what? If you ask for my service, you're gonna get my service. There. In his confessional, MT said, "Hi Sean, especially the version 1 sung by Taco. Taco the 1980s musician, not the II character." Meester also acknowledged Astigmatify and Vincent Sin for solving his cryptography puzzle, which he explained the solution to. Finally, he said thanks to recently eliminated Tak Ajnin. Nothing. Oh, and one last thing from Meester, he wanted to show you this. Next, Midnight Light darkened her book a bit to match the Halloween theme, but promptly speaking, wouldn't that have fit better last episode? Anyway, the spooky version of Midnight would like to say the following. Hi everyone, Midnight here again. I can't believe it's nearly been a year since Twow started. And I'd really like to thank everyone watching and the whole Discord community for making the experience feel so worthwhile and wholesome. I'd also like to especially thank Top for being so supportive and just in general such a great friend. And again, good luck to everyone still in less than 3. Assigned Midnight she'll be first or second. Up next is Ping Pong Cupshots, who had a ponderful confessional. It's very taxing to see Tak go. He tackled each prompt really well. Unfortunately, the attack of voters gets to us all eventually. As a rule of thumb, Tak was always at the top of the stack of Twowers. Goodbye to our former frontrunner, Tak Ajnan. Also on a side note, I want everyone to know that I have been 101% reliant on to get this far. I've definitely had well more lucky and coincidental moments than I probably deserved. However, I do feel as if my luck will have to come to an end eventually. I guess we'll just see. While PPCS didn't change his appearance, SpicyMan33 did. To this. And no, Spicy, you don't get to revert until
21.
But viewers, if you want context, Spicy's confessional was this. I have temporarily changed my form in honor of allism. Because why not? We know who's the real devoted one. Also, shout out to
YJ, Carver, Anonym Man, Plutonium Cube, World and Go, Philly Millie, Life of Chrome, and hashtag Cherry Dot.
Twow has been an awesome experience. Good luck to my other 6 competitors. If I go out this episode, I can safely say I have no regrets. That's nice to hear. Hey! The Mighty Midge. At first, I couldn't quite understand what you wanted in your confessional, but I think you wanted this. For Tak.
Hey, watch this. Oh. I have Skibbity Riz. Oh, no. Like to use Skibbity Riz on.
Goodbye.
Twow.
Goodbye, my friend.
Twow.
You have been
Twow.
the one.
Twow.
Twow.
By the way, the Twows were added in there to avoid copyright strikes. I hope it worked. Finally, good ol' Yosoin had this very announcery confessional. Hey, everyone. Twow is getting pretty close. I'll just let 2 versions of Past Me explain how you voters should vote. Remember, you viewers can vote whether you're a contestant or not by commenting on this video. So how do you vote? Pause the video at a random spot in the green rectangle. Type the keyword you see in the upper right, space. Rank the entries from best to worst using these letters. Surround it with square brackets. Done. You can comment other stuff too, and you can vote more than once. But voters, you can choose to listen to what the entries say, but you can also choose not to. Maybe you value obedience, but maybe you value rebellion. Perhaps you like originality, and will respect the entry that asks for a rank that nobody else is asking for. You guys can vote up until November 13th, 2016 at 10 PM UTC. Time to show the 15 Twow20 responses. Warning, there's a bit of text, so if you're not prepared for that, don't vote. As I show you the voting images, former Twower Riley is going to sing her cover of I Hope You Enjoy. So yes, that's it. Soon, the votes will be tallied and used to determine which 6 Twowers will survive, and which single Twower will die. One more thing, former Twower LP Carver wanted me to mention the 2 Twowers who still haven't gotten a single mention. Sorry if I butcher your names, but I'll give it a shot. Israela Moyal and Song Bo-kyu. Before we get to the Twow20A fan art, I'd just like to say bye.